was the plot method and today actually it's really a discussion about these two cards what I think good or not of pros and cons of these two cards. So as we get into started, let's start with this card here. Pros are pros with this card, and then there's a few cons you're gonna do. But let's start with the cons, shall we? The first card of this card, it can only deal 2 effects at a time, and if you design above 3,000. But the cons of it, and say if you do opponent has an Apollosa Boulder Goddess and Apollosa Boulder Goddess, and also Boulder Savage, and Baron of Flare. This card is not as useful that people will see it is. I mean, the fact it's really good. The fact it's really good. But the downside is, just the actual gameplay is it's not as much effective, and then it gets multiple effects at once here. For example, you summon this to the field, and then you get the Apollosa, the Goddess, and plus the Apollo Savage, and plus the Baron the Flare, all at once, and all at once for it. The for it, that makes it well harder for them. It's something that affects from activating, but here's the thing though. But after I looked Baron the Flare, Baron the Flare has 3,000 attack points, and this one has 2,900 attack points. So you gotta do 2 effects at once, so that's what I'm in the description here for that part. And for Savage, he has over 3,000 attack points too. Let me just find it for you. And let me just find it. There it is. It also over 3,000 attack points. So it's gonna be tricky. You might get rid of one threat, but you won't get rid of all 3 effects at once. So in a way, it's not as effective going second. It's so effective and it gets multiple floodgates like a Shadow Window, for example. For example, let me just find the fusion monster for it. And for that reason, you can do Shadow Window really easily with that in that scenario. But in the other scenario, which I just told you about, which is the multiple effects at once, it cannot do that very well. It just can't do that well of it. So that's what my opinion about this one and about this card here. So yeah, you can deal with that pretty well. Also, you can deal with both and Dragon with almost by itself. It can deal with both and Dragon very well by itself, but he can't deal against multiple monsters on the field. He could deal with multiple monsters. If you have a bow and dragon, a process, or a savage dragon, and Baron the Flare on the field, it's going to be a really tough to deal with against multiple threats at once. So that's the issue. That's the con of it. The pros of it, it can deal with the 2 cards on the field, which is aka a monster on the field that's the 3,000 attack points, and a monster that you got to bounce with. That's 2 cards over there inside the field, which is great, which is absolutely great. Now we're moving to this one. This has got a lot more pros than has cons to it. Now it has one con of it, which is the SPD, the way they use it. When you use the effect of it, that's one card, and it says right here. It says right here on the card. It says you can target 2 cards, including the cards you control to pass that bubble here to the end of the turn. So in that regard, and you can pass one, and then you pass your pawn swap, and then you can get rid of both. But here's no downside. People realize that which people realize it, probably did not realize it. If you buy this monster, even price of field, that's a no card. That's a no pros of it. With that card. Also, but the downside when you use that fact, and then it says that you cannot work with this turn and this turn. So in that regard, you cannot use this one with attacks. Just have to be careful when you use it. We use the first effect of this card. Just have to make sure you be careful when you use that first effect when you do it. So just be careful of that part. And also also this is the old school quick effect. So you use it as a disruption when your opponent activates a monster or activates a card effect to it with. So if you use this as a going first option, and if you want to, that's a no pro of it. There's no pros with this card, and then it has cons of it. It's only 2 cons, and I think it's about freak and pros of it, which is actually really good. So yeah. And also, by the way, there's a no pro of it. People didn't realize you can only get one each effect and be so you can activate both of these effects in an insane turn, which is a no pro of it you could do, which is the also you could do. It's how you do 2 disruptions almost by itself, 2 disruptions and by itself, which is actually pretty crazy to people think about. So anyway, and that's my conclusion about these 2 cards. I think these 2 cards are actually both amazing. Please comment up below after this video what you think about these 2 cards, the pros and cons of it, of these 2 cards. And then hit the subscribe button and then hit the like button about these 2. And enjoy the rest of your day. This is Yugioh Masters, signing off.